The Magic Show is brought to you by StarCityGames.com, and check this out. On February 5th and 6th, the StarCityGames.com Open Series returns to Indianapolis, and this event is going to be huge. We're talking hundreds of players, over $17,000 in cash prizes for the Standard, Legacy, and Draft Opens, 18 SCG Invitational slots up for grabs, SCG Players Club benefits, live coverage courtesy of SCG Live, tons of side events, and as much Magic the Gathering as we can pack into one weekend. So make plans to join StarCityGames.com in Indianapolis, and we'll see you there. Hello everybody and welcome back to our Mirrodin Besieged set review. We're now going to take a look at green cards.
Right now, Blight Widow.
Wow.
I would not want to get caught in this spider's web.
Heyo! Blight Widow is an incredible spider.
Oh yeah.
I'm serious, like one of the best spiders I've ever printed.
Oh, yeah.
If you think of Infect as double strike, this guy's a 4/4 reach for 4 mana.
John Becker is going to love this card.
Heyo! Creeping Corrosion. Wow.
What a Shadowstorm is green now.
What a safety valve.
Right.
Like, they wouldn't do this before. They did Granulate, which where they sort of went halfway there. But with Creeping Corrosion, they went all the way. They said, Metalcraft decks cannot take over this metagame.
Right. Fangren Marauder. Now, this was one of my preview cards.
You really like this one?
I love this card.
Wow.
My jaw dropped the first time that I saw this. 5 life? That's
life's
a lot. That's a lot. What? Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. 5 life.
Now, for me, unfortunately, what I feel is that when I look at this guy, I go, okay, he gains you a bunch of life, but you are poisoned, so he doesn't help that much.
Gliss's Courier.
Meanwhile, Gliss's Courier, which is just a weirdo card, and what next? Green Sun Zenith.
All right, this card, obviously fun and limited. It's going to shake things up in Constructed.
Oh, my
Think about
God.
a combo elf deck.
Oh.
You can get any piece you want.
Oh my God, can you imagine getting the Regal Force and then shuffling this back in, and then with the Regal Force's trigger, drawing it again?
I'm actually imagining that right now.
Wow, unbelievable.
Lead the Stampede.
Speaking of drawing cards,
Yeah.
wow, Lead the Stampede is just like, look at Beast Hunt. Look at,
This
Grip of the
costs
Gargantuan.
less than Goblin Ringleader.
Oh my God.
And you see more cards.
Absolutely, you see more cards, you can draw more cards. It's just creatures. It's not like get all the elves. It's not get all the green creatures in your hand. It's just if they're creatures, it works fantastically with Bloodbraid Elf and Extended. Will be amazing in Commander. Will be fantastic in Standard. This card will make an impact, no doubt about it.
Valera's Keepers. Very, very good card against Infect.
Yeah, I mean Tatterkite got big. Let's face it, and no Infecties are getting to this guy.
Mirror Metal. Good trick. Obviously, very good in Metalcraft. Just as good in Infect decks.
Yeah, this for me, I love the bread and butter spells of Magic. I love when you can sort of recognize these things and say, oh, that was like, that's sort of the that's sort of the mechanic pump spell, just like Groundswell was the landfall pump spell. This is the Metalcraft pump spell. I love those sort of things.
All right, Phyrexian Hydra.
Rawr.
Big Daddy.
Big boy, give that boy some evasion and watch them lose. That's what I say.
All right.
Pista Strike.
Are we allowed to say that on television?
Pista Strike?
Plague Maw Beast.
Oh. Plague Maw Beast.
All right, 5 mana for 4/3. That's pretty solid.
That is going to be at the very top of your Infect deck's mana curve. This is a card that sort of keeps your Tumble Magnets going, keeps your Trigons going, and lets you get the last few points of poison to kill them with.
Oh yeah. Praetor's Council.
Wow.
All right, 8 mana, a little bit too pricey for limited, but this might be the very card you need, at the top of your curve for that combo deck, or to do some really nutty things in your Commander deck.
Yeah, I definitely feel like this is the card that just says, I do 2 things. Like, I do fantastically fun stuff in Commander, or I just win the game.
All right, Quilled Slagworm. If this were a dinosaur, I would love it, but it's not. It's a worm. So, kind of indifferent.
It's a 7-mana 8/8. There's not much you can say. He's a big boy.
Not a dinosaur.
Yep.
Rotwolf, on the other hand.
Rotwolf, Raggy. Rotwolf? This guy is great. With Corpse Cur, the recursion, you're drawing card. You can't chump him. Oh, yeah. That's the key.
Just a 3-mana 2/2 Infect creature has been proven to be quite good.
Yeah.
This does so much more than that.
This guy just has raw upside. Like, there's no downside about it.
All right. Tangle Mantis, 4 mana, 3/4 Trampler. It's pretty good for its cost.
I love how, I love the sort of the French vanilla cards in which they, they're vanilla, but they got a little bit of something in them, and that's what Tangle Mantis does.
Run the Last Troll.
Rawr.
Yeah.
Guy's unreal.
Oh, yeah. You name the format, he's going to be doing some real damage.
Here's what I like about Thrun. Thrun is that he sort of does different things in each different format. In Legacy, he'll deal with counterbalance. In Extended, he'll deal with any sort of control deck. And in Standard, like, he battles the Infect. The reason that he's even in check in Standard is because there's going to be so much Infect, and an Infect will be a deck in Standard. But in the older formats, he actually just does a lot to control.
Right now, expect a resurgence of Diabolic Edict type cards just to deal with Thrun.
Wow. I can see it. Now, Unnatural Predation, though.
This is a good trick for Infect decks.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, even Metalcraft, I think, would be okay. Like, sometimes there's green-white Metalcraft, but the power of the Infector being able to trample over you is not to be underestimated.
Mm-hmm. Viridian Corruptor. Oh, my goodness. This card is going to kick some butt.
It's going to kick some serious tail. Like, I can actually see this in Constructed because, like, in the Infect deck, again, because it will deal with things with, like, Sphere of the Suns. It will deal with cards that are artifacts or have been turned into artifacts or what have you. You know, Corruptor just deals with a lot of issues, and I love the upside.
Metalcraft decks have a hard enough trouble dealing with Infect decks without cards like Viridian Corruptor running around.
And now this guy gets you one, and the one punch and then the two punch.
All right, Viridian Emissary. This card's good.
Oh, Viridian Emissary is, like, really nice. Now, he is no Yavimaya Elder or what have you.
But what is?
What is, really? Like, are you guys that greedy? Like, this guy is just solid. 2 mana, 2/1, beater. When he dies, upside. Okay.
You're not going to first pick him, but you're pretty much always going to play him.
Fair.
Glissa the Trader.
Your pre-release foil.
Oh, yeah. You get this in Limited. 3 mana, 3/3, first strike, Death Touch. It's not losing any combat. Unless you have to go for the throat or, some other similar removal spell. It's just unstoppable.
Yeah, I mean, just imagine the effect when you're in Limited, in which the fact that you're getting back your artifacts all the time, and they're wanting to chump her all the time because she's a 3/3 Deathstruck first striker, so you're going to have a 6-butt just to even sort of deal with her, and she can just take over the game by herself.
Hi.
Speaking of taking over the game,
Tezzeret, Agent of Bolas.
Heyo.
Yeah.
Turn in your Necropedes, your Plague Mirrors, and your Inkmoth Nexuses into some 5/5s.
Yeah. Turn 2, make it a little mana mirror. It's got a little bit of Infect. Turn 3, it's a 5/5.
That's what you need. That's what you want. Like, okay, kill my Tezzeret. I have a 5/5 Infect left over. Good luck with that. So, those were our gold cards, and those were all of our green cards. So we have now officially went through all the colors of Mirrodin Besieged. And now it's time to get to the most important color of all, no color. Or brown. Whatever. We're talking about artifacts next.
Yeah!
Sweet, high five. All right, we'll see you next time. All the artifacts right here on the show.
Always like the fatties.